Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Farts and Craps Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Danjo here with episode 2 of Dark Souls Remastered. Hope you guys are all doing well. And I just had a thought. Gonna kind of extrapolate on this while we head for the first thing, at least the way I usually play this game. But, so at this point, right, people basically consider, I mean, it's pretty widely accepted at this point that, like PS2, Xbox, like original Xbox generation, is considered to be retro. You have Estus? Like the whole generation. Now, if that's retro... Oof. Oh my gosh, dude. Not cool. Are games like this considered retro? Because this was PS3. Like, which, yeah, it's a generational leap. But like this was kind of early in a way. Like well, not like super early. Like PS4 was what, like 2014? So yeah, I guess I wouldn't say early PS3. But it's getting there, right? Like, I mean, whoa, it's hard to say because, like, ow. Jeez, man, this is very dated. It's funny to me because I can play games like Armored Core Nexus or like Last Raven, and it doesn't feel dated to me. But like, I was just, I guess that's the point of like if it's retro or not, because I've done, like, a while ago I did Infernax on Retro Classics. Not a retro game. Like, it's a pretty recent game actually, but it's made in that style to where it's an homage of like the early Castlevania games and whatnot. You know, it's kind of like that pseudo 8-bit style. Well, kind of like Shovel Knight, right? Shovel Knight is a much more popular game, and saw that coming. It's a game that is designed in that style. Or like Stardew Valley, for example. Another very much more popular game in that style. And it could be considered retro. But it's not. Like, it's a recent game. Now, if it's an intentional artistic choice, I wouldn't consider that retro. In a way, to me at least, retro just son of a you sack of shit. Fuck off. To me, retro means not necessarily that it's an old game. It's... Is there anything else down here? It's something that feels dated. At least... That's kind of the way it's always seemed to me. Now, it's not necessarily... I think it's a combination of the two. Because, in my opinion, there are a lot of games that were, like, way ahead of their time, that still feel fresh, even today. Even, you know, certain titles from, like, the early 90s, like, feel like that. Like, to me, like, let's say... Well, just to pull a couple of their games that I've played here on Retro Classics that don't even feel retro to me, like Mega Man X4, for example. Fan-freaking-tastic game. Does not feel dated in the least, in my book. Going even further back on the Sega Genesis, right? Wonder Boy and Monster World. Great game. Does not feel dated. Like, a game like that could be released today to, like, critical acclaim. You know, it's, shit. I don't know if you can even make that jump, to be honest. But, like, okay. So, for this style of game, right? I feel like that's as good as it's gonna get. Is there a ring for jumping in this one? I don't remember. If there's, like, any kind of equipment that helps you jump good. Yeah, I know. That was the intention. Bad grammar. Bad dragon. No. Bad. Go away. I think he only shows up the first time, I want to say. Ow. Jerks. Wow, that was a mighty whiff. And a mighty whiff. He thrust. Oh my... What the hell? That was an incredible jump. Like... Dude traveled way faster and way further than what should be possible. Wait, I don't remember. Is this a thing? Can you destroy doors? Guess no. That's kind of cool. I'm still not getting use shields. So yeah, for this style of game, right? Dark Souls, at the time, like, groundbreaking, right? I mean, it's Demon Souls 2.0, basically. I don't think anybody would argue that. But still, it was way more popular. At least... What would become... What Dark Souls would become, right? Because, like, Demon Souls was always, like, kind of the bougie recommendation. Be like, oh, you like Dark Souls? You should go back and play the original, man. Play Demon Souls. PS3. You know? Cool. But very rarely people would be like, oh, go back and play Kingsfield, bro. Or play, Eternal Ring, or play Evergrace, or play Armored Core. You know, it was not common because it wasn't beloved in the same way. Like, did it come first? Yes. Did it achieve what it set out to do in the same way? I don't think so. No. Those games were niche, in my opinion at least, partially because they were like so ambitious for what they were trying to do and what they could do effectively, at least with, oh, that's how you get over there. You jump from here. At least with like the technology of the time, right? It was too much too early, right? And even with this game, like I feel the same way about it. Like it was ambitious, it was a big step in the right direction, but they were still, I feel like they were still being different for the sake of being different. It wasn't like this game, it's great in its own way, especially for like as good as something is, it doesn't matter if you don't reach like critical acclaim, you know? Like if you make a great game and nobody notices, is it really a great game? You know? Uh I mean, you could easily argue, yeah, things speak for themselves. Like, you can point to something that's like really well done and be like, yeah, irrefutably, this thing is like perfect. But like, what's the sound of one hand clapping, right? So, but at least in my opinion, like this feels much more dated than Armored Core Last Raven, which was a game that they released in 2006. Same company, same developers, everything. 5 years before this game, and it wasn't that it was too new of an idea. Like, I mean, Kingsfield, like I said, Kingsfield 4 was on the PS2, which, by the way, like, yeah, on the PS2, a generation before this. But yeah, it seems like the intro cutscene of Dark Souls when they're like showing the trees and stuff, like panning across. I think that is a nod to Kingsfield 4. Because, like, I was looking up some, like, footage of the game to make sure it wasn't one that I wanted to add to my PS2 collection, because I do collect PS2 games. I don't collect many things, but, for many consoles, but yeah, PS2 is one of them. And, I do not have a copy of Kingsfield 4. And I was like, maybe I should, figure that out. But like Armored Core kind of are the best From Software games on the PS2. Like they had plenty of others. Like Eternal Ring, I think was a launch title for the PS2, and that was like 2000. Evergrace as well, early PS2 game. Kingsfield 4, obviously. Like they had. What the hell are you doing, dude? You petting something? You're just rubbing your barrel, your basin? What the hell? Is there a reason for that? Because that's kind of. I mean, that's not a basin, it's just a broken barrel. I guess he's using it as a basin? I have no idea. Anyway, it I guess that's what it is. Depends on feel, right? Now, I guess it's feel and how old something actually is, right? It's a combination of the two consideration. So, because this game originally came out in 2011, which, it's 2023 now, so like what, 12 years ago, and on two systems ago, right? Like this was PS3, we're on the 5 now. Like, is it retro? I would say no. Feels retro to me. But again, much more of an Armored Core fan. At least I was until Armored Core 2. Or, sorry, Dark Souls 2. Um, but yeah.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are
Mm-hmm.
a welcome customer. I
Oh, thank
trade for
you.
souls. Everything's for sale.
Except my bison. Repair powder is kind of pointless, and well, in my opinion, kind of pointless. He doesn't have much of anything good. Oh wait, these are consumables. It's not like all items. He's got a residence key. I believe that's worth it. I forgot you have to buy the bottomless box. Strange. I don't really use it, to be honest. We also already have weapons. Like, I'm good on those. Arrows? Yeah, I mean, if I was gonna start using that bow, sure. Better armor? Okay. Um, I wouldn't really use any of these, honestly, except for the bottomless box. Possibly. I'm just gonna buy the residence key, because at least... Oh, dude, the repair box. He sells you that? I need 3,000 souls to get it. Okay, for now I'm gonna buy the residence key, and I'll be back for the repair box, because I forgot you have to buy that from him.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Yep, later. Um... But yeah, like when it comes down to it, it comes down to opinion, right? It comes down to who you ask. Because like to me, like I don't consider PS2 stuff retro. I still don't. I've kind of come around on the opinion a little bit, just because Again, what's the sound of one hand clapping? Uh, because so many people do consider it to be retro. Like, okay, all right. Well, if that's what everybody's agreed on, cool. I thought that sack was a person sitting there. To be honest, um, I don't necessarily agree. I don't necessarily disagree, because yeah, some of those games, like, they started coming out in 2000, 2001. Like, that's more than 20 years ago. If something's more than 20 years old, I'm willing to, you know, concede, I guess. I think that's the right word. That that is retro. However, PS2 games were releasing until like 2008, I think 2007. That is not 20 years ago. And there were games on the system that I think, in my opinion, Do not feel retro. I think some of them still feel modern and hold up incredibly well. Like the series that was right before this series. Okay, perfect segue into that. Before this series, like not yesterday, but the day before, was the final episode for Ace Combat 5 HD, running on the PS5, because it was a pre-order bonus for Ace Combat 7, and what a freaking awesome pre-order bonus. And yeah, in the North American region, they should definitely sell it separately on PSN because it's a game that holds up incredibly well. And yes, I was playing the PS4 version, running on the PS5. It's runs at 4K 60, no problem. Beautiful freaking game, and it is a native port that Namco did of the PS2 original game to PS4, and it looks great. Is it remastered? No. It is upscaled, but it is the exact same game. And that speaks volumes to the design of the game, how well it was developed and conceived for the target platform. Like, it knew what it was. It was a PS2 game, but they took advantage of every possibility. And like I said, it does not feel retro, even though that game came out in 2005, I think. So what, 20... Wait a minute. 18 years ago. Not quite 20 years ago. So yeah, so I guess that is a pretty good, but that's only half of it, right? It's like, is it more than 20 years old? Yeah. So it's retro, but no. And also, the follow-up question, does it feel retro? You know? So no, it was not a full 20 years ago, but it wasn't a PS2 game, right? And it's damn close, 18 years. Assuming that guesstimate is correct, actually, 2005, which I think that's right. But yeah, like I said, holds up incredibly well. And sometimes a simple port, like quick little remaster, is all a game really needs. Because yeah, this game, they call it remastered. Is it? I mean, it's more of a port. It really is. Because that's pretty much all it is. It's running at a higher resolution, higher frame rate than like the PS3 original, and it's upscaled a little bit. There's a few tiny things here and there, like the lighting or whatever, and blah blah blah. It's not very extensive at all. It's pretty much port. However, thankfully, it is a game that holds up very well. I don't remember how to tell the difference between mimics and real chests in this game. I think this one's real, but why is there like a purplish tint on it? You know? Is that just like the weird lighting going on in here, or Also, I don't remember if this trick works or not. Like, clip the camera inside. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and wager and say no. It's real. It's real. Black fire bombs, 5. Cool. Good stuff. Also, I know. So, whoops. Some people would just say, no, it's not retro. Dahoy, it's a PS4 game. What do you mean? Of course it's not retro. To which I would just be like, yeah, that's valid. It's a valid opinion. There's nothing else in here. Somebody's running around, like, somebody is really adamant about getting somewhere real quick. Ouch. Rude. Oh, here's the dick bags. Yo, dick bag. Whoa. Again, that jump, man. Oh, crap. Oh, you can go under here? Didn't know that. I didn't know that. Shit, fuck, he dropped an item. Now I'm gonna have to go after him. You guys stop sliding off the freaking platform? That sucks. Can I jump? That's not that far. Yeah, cool. We're good. Did hurt a little bit. It's fine. Anyway. What was my point? I was making... Oh, right. So, I leave the rest of the thing, I wouldn't call it a problem, discussion, I guess, to you guys in the comments. What do you think? What qualifies something as being retro? Because to me, that's what it is. Does it feel retro, and is it... There's nothing over here, really? How old is the release, right? And, like, kind of with re-releases, you could always... Oh, cool, I found armor. You can always just argue, it's like, oh, no, they re-released it, they remastered it, they ported it. You know, that's a different game. Like, it's not the same game. Which I agree and understand that sentiment and criticism. Because, yeah, you could say this is not Dark Souls 1, this is Dark Souls Remastered. Totally different. They're separate games. Like, yeah, yes and no. Like, it's still the same thing. Because it's an interactive format, it's an interactive experience. It's between the player and the software. It's not something as cut and dry as media that you have no involvement with, right? Like television, movies, that kind of thing. Like, you are observing. You don't have a role when you're watching those sort of thing. That sort of thing. By nature, it's more static. Ow. Ow. So that's what a real sword feels like. Damn. Get fucked. Yeah, maybe hammers and maces and stuff are not the way to go, because like the wind up, it feels like it's so much longer. And you have a flaming barrel. There we go. Let's just go ahead. Is there anything in there? No? Alright. You have terrible aim, good sir. Just gonna bash your ankles until you fall over. It's alright, that's what's happening now. Alright, I know Havel is in here. I think he's like downstairs or something. Oh, the master key. Dope. That actually came into play. Freaking incredible. I believe down here is where you're not supposed to go yet. Pretty sure. Pretty positive you're supposed to go up here to the church, and then the bell is like not too far away. I think. I don't remember. And again, another thing that really bothers me about this is you can only roll in 4 directions in this game. Like relative to your player, you can roll forward, you can roll back. Like it's hard to show the other rolls without a target to lock onto. It's like I mean, the same could pretty much be said with games that are also basically straightforward ports, like Skyrim, for example, Elder Scrolls 5. Same era, same year, even 2011. Was re-released on PS4, and then re-released again on PS5. Like, is it actually different? Does the re-release make it less retro? Kinda. But at its core, it's the same game. I think you can also do a diving attack on this guy. I don't remember. Also, apparently you can't slide down ladders yet. That was like Dark Souls 2 thing, I guess. Yep. Not the tar. Oh, I almost said Capra Demon. Ow. Oh, we are out of Estus. That is bad. Oh, we're dead. Okay. Cool. Excellent. Not bad though, made it pretty far. And we are pretty much at runtime, folks, but I'm not going to let that deter me. Just going to press on and honestly skip everything this time. I just want to try that again. I want to get back to my souls. But, flaming barrel this time. Where's your flaming barrel this time? Doesn't seem to be here. Anyway. Downside is, I think he's still... No, he still has to jump down. Or over, I guess. Which, come to think of it, definitely seems like a reference to, Cleric Beast. Rude. Oh shit. Yeah, my aim sucks. That hurt. Fuck. It will not stand. And now I have 0 humanity. Wait, did I get a humanity for recovering my souls? Is that what happened? I don't remember how that works. 2 betrayal. Just want to beat this guy before the end of the episode. Is that so much to ask? That's funny. You're funny. You're one of those funny guys, ain't ya? Oh, there we go. Strong attack can one-shot him. Viku, Viku. Anyway, let me know in the comments, guys, what do you consider to be retro? Oh, yeah. Damn. Why am I throwing fireballs at his dick anyway? Easy peasy. Ficker. How many we get? 3,000. There we go. I was like, we do get souls, right? Very, very strange. Also, do we get a new... Is that... There is an item under there. Yeah, that's about gonna do it for today, folks. Thank you all for being here. I'm gonna go back to that merchant, no worries. They do not give you an easy bonfire. That sucks. Because that dragon's gonna pop up and just annihilate everything on the bridge. Can I open this without... No. For that one, you do need the actual key. If I go down in the tower, is there a bonfire down there? I mean, there's Havel down there, which, you know, not so great. Definitely don't want to fight him right now. Man, the freaking beams of light, they just look very, very, very strange. Like not at all natural, you know what I mean? Anyway. Anyway you want, that's the way you need it. Anyway you want it. Oh. how goes. Oh, I forgot I didn't fight anybody on the way up here. Oops. Oh, that would have been bad. Bad to the bone. Bam. Freaking ragdolls. Ragdoll physics. Ragdoll. Oh jeez. And these guys are not very strong. Not very strong, no. If I had to take a guess, I would say not very. The boxes just like popped in. Go back about like 5, maybe 10 seconds, guys. Look for the boxes before walking into the building. And then, yeah, see how they were not there. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Pretty good. Pretty good. Everybody likes a little bit of pretty goo. Bad. Oh, bad at Dark Souls. Ah, damn it. Dead? No, you're not dead. Dead now? Alright, he's dead now. Oh, you're dead now. Alright. Gonna talk to the guy. Yep. Purchase. I'm gonna get the repair box, baby. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Come back soon.
You're welcome. Very much. And I might. Actually, no, I definitely won't.
You've gone mad, have you? I'll teach you. Why me, little Yulia?
Dried finger? Oh, Yulia. Like in... But the dried finger, that's in Dark Souls 2 as well. And the Uchigatana, excellent. So remember when I said I'm probably not going to go into dexterity at all? 14 of 14, that's really not bad. Durability sucks balls at 80, but you know. I do really like the katana. Look at that. Much better attack speed. Oh, jeez. I guess that's the animation for when you can't use something effectively. Like, really not effectively. Two-handed, though? Still can't use it effectively, but I mean... Looks a lot more effective than before. Oh, that's so cool. The rolling, like, horizontal... Wow, I love it. Okay, still at 80. So what lowers durability? I mean, the hand axe at 250 durability, it's so high. Morningstar at 166. Or whatever, 180. Still damn good. Damn good. I just hate the attack speed of this thing. It sucks ass. Probably better off with the hand axe, honestly. Just because, like, attacks come out way quicker. Like, not even close. I mean, I don't think it's worth it. You know, just doesn't seem worth it. You know what I mean? Anyway, got a cool weapon though. Pretty great. I think it's also the Uchigatani you get for taking out what's his name that eventually becomes Shibriri in Elden Ring. I think so. Pretty sure. Anyway, that is gonna do it for today. We can upgrade, like, level up 5 times. Damn. 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 Which means, could you get strength and dexterity to 13 and 14? It's not bad. Closer to being able to actually use weapons that are pretty good. One away from using the Uchigatana, which is pretty good. Of course, I also have the Spyhander, which requires 24 strength. That'd be pretty cool. Strength dexterity 14, 14. Seems like a good option though. I also get that spear, which I forget what it requires, but you know, I don't usually mess around with a bunch of different weapon types in this game. And I would not, because here's the thing. Sorcery in this game, freaking awesome. Really good. Most other magic types, not that great, except I don't know about pyromancy because I don't really use it. Haven't really tried to main pyromancy kind of build before, but I don't know. Definitely for sure having a solid melee option, primo way to go. So kind of want to do that. Anyways, thank you all for being here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. Sorry, it's on that rant for a bit. May as well. Can we kindle? Kindle while hollowed. Reverse hollowing. Yes, I guess. Why not? Although that's probably a waste of humanity at this point in the game. I don't know. I know there's like certain things you have to be human form for, but I don't remember what they are. And also, another thing about this game that really feels retro to me, and I'm not a fan, not being able to fast travel for like the first half of the game, I think, really sucks. And the only Souls game where that's a thing, which, again, really sucks. And like Demon Souls, yeah, you can, go back to the hub at least, and then fast travel back to the Archstones. Bloodborne, kind of the same thing. Dark Souls 2 and 3, just being able to fast travel between bonfires, way better, in my opinion. Same in Sekiro, and same in Elden Ring, pretty much, except in Elden Ring, even better, just being able to, but of course that's open world, kind of different design stuff and everything. But anyway, I digress. This episode's gone like 10 minutes too long. Thank you so much for being here, guys, and a very special thank you going out to the current Farts and Crap Show members, which at the time of recording is Novalis Draconis, but if you want to be incredibly awesome, like Novalis Draconis, check out the join button down below. Tier start at $3 a month, that is 10 cents a day, gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on the series that get made here on this channel via the members' choice polls. If you guys want, there are previous members' choice polls up on the membership tab, where you can still vote on those if you haven't. Leave your input, and that input will be considered for future members' choice polls. Also, stuff. Yeah, stuff. Anyway. Wow, that was dumb. Really dumb. Anyway, thank you all for being here, guys. Greatly appreciated. I must be getting tired. I need... Anyway, till next time, take care, and I hope you all have a beautiful day.